an inspiring jump rope related story, and a book about how to get relief from and avoid plantar fasciitis in the first place. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we have slow motion footage of jump rope movements, a lot of boxer skips from behind. And from this camera angle, we can really see how involved the toes and balls of the feet, the forefront of the foot, are when jumping rope. At the very beginning of this slow motion video, the short clip, after I mentioned my 2 books available on Amazon, I performed 2 double unders before doing a triple under, and I included the sound. If you watch that section of this video again, you will notice that despite performing a triple under, I don't land on the ground with a large thud or a lot of force. Despite jumping quite high off the ground to perform the triple under, I landed on the ground with not too much impact. So when jumping, our toes and the balls of our feet are like springs. We use them to push into the ground so that we can jump off the ground. And then when we land on the ground, we want to use them as like shock absorbers. So when we land on the ground, our toes, the bottoms of our toes will make contact with the ground first, and then we'll try to cushion the landing with the balls of our feet as well. So when we're pushing off the ground, the balls of our feet will push into the ground first, followed by our toes. When we land on the ground, it's the opposite action. So even when performing more advanced jump rope tricks, which involve jumping a little bit higher off the ground, we still want to try to land on the ground with as little impact as possible. Landing on the ground with impact is certainly okay because it forces your bones to become stronger. But if you're doing it too much, too often, then it can become too much of a strain for your body. So when we land on the ground with a certain level of impact, it forces our bones to become stronger so they can resist the action in the future. But if we do too much, too often, then we leave ourselves open to injury. And one common injury with people who begin jumping rope is, for example, shin splints. If they're not used to jumping up and down regularly, and then all of a sudden they try to do several minutes, several days a week, or perhaps much longer workouts, several days a week, or even just one long jump rope session, or it could even be one short jump rope session. After not jumping rope or jumping for a long period of time, your body might be exposed to too much strain. The shoes I'm wearing here are Paluva barefoot minimalist shoes. I've been wearing these now for quite a few months, and I absolutely love them. I've long worn minimalist shoes, Nike Frees, for example. I started wearing those 2 decades or perhaps even over 2 decades ago. Minimalist shoes. These are a new version of minimalist shoes. The sole is incredibly flexible, so I find them fantastic for jumping rope. The sole is not only extremely flexible, but It also has a nice rubber material that protects the sole of your foot. So I've worn these shoes on many different surfaces, rough mountain terrain, walking over rocks. Still, they were perfect. All right, I hope you enjoyed the slow motion footage. Thanks for watching, everyone.